Hi, my name is Trey Smith, and I am the event manager here at Theater Square.
Hey, my name is Brandon. I play Ghost of Christmas President, Gentleman, amongst other characters.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. I play Martha, Gentlewoman, and Ensemble.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I play Ghost of Christmas Past, Belle, and others.
And I'm Gabriel Regojo, and I play Bob Cratchit and other characters.
And this is
Sit and Sip.
Well, I am so excited to be back with a very festive episode of Sit and Sip. So, to celebrate that, we have these amazing drinks brought to us by the Commons Bar and Café. We have the Carolers Cola, which is our show mocktail, and then we have Fezziwig's Punch, which is our show cocktail. So, without any further ado, let's have a toast to the final, for right now, Christmas Carol. Cheers.
Cheers. Let me see your eyes.
Eyes, eye contact, yes, connection.
Oh my.
So good. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I gotta taste this so.
Man, they so good.
That is good. Y'all better try this.
No, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Got milk?
Come see a Christmas kid.
Thank you all for being here and playing Sit and Sip with me. So, y'all ready to jump into some questions?
Yes, let's do it.
So, my first question is, since Christmas Carol has become a Fayetteville holiday tradition, I wanted to know, what are some of your favorite holiday traditions?
I'll say for me, my family gets together, we all put on pajamas, and I have a big family. So every single inner family has their own pajama contest. So like my auntie, she'll have her family dressed in a certain, and like everybody's in the same costume. So it'll be the Grinch costumes, or it'll be Frosty the Snowman costumes. And
Yeah.
so it's a dope time. So yeah, that's mine.
My mom always makes us wear matching pajamas
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'm getting to the age where I'm like now buying the matching pajamas.
Yes.
So much less fun because I'm having to buy them.
Yeah. Yes, it's the money. It's gonna be expensive. $20 for a pajama.
But my family, we get together on Christmas Eve and we play a bunch of games, and it gets really competitive.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it doesn't always end.
Like it's dangerous. Like it's like a little bit dangerous.
But it's only bad if you're the one that loses.
Yes,
Yeah, like don't look at me on Christmas.
Yes. And then Christmas morning we do pancakes.
Ooh. I love Christmas morning pancakes.
I love me some breakfast food.
Yeah.
My family doesn't have like traditional traditions, but we have things that happen every Christmas.
Sure.
So my parents, I come from a multicultural family, so both my parents will cook food from their countries. And then Christmas morning is always a happening of like everyone unwrapping presents and my dad running around picking up all the boxes and all the papers.
Somebody's gotta be the one.
Someone's gotta be the one.
Gotta be
It's
the
always
like
my
a
dad.
trash bagger with
Like
yeah.
before it's even done, he's already grabbing it out of your hand.
Mhm.
And prior to that, Christmas Eve, it's me wrapping all the presents, whether I bought them or not, because I'm the master wrapper,
Yeah.
and that's what has to happen.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good to know for future though. Good to know if I need anything wrapped.
I got you.
Yeah. My family, we mostly, so like Christmas Day, we kind of like just kind of chill at home for most of the day. But Christmas Eve, we're up until midnight, and we're just like chatting, having a good time. And my family's very loud, so it's very argumentative Christmas, but very fun, all with love.
A lovingly argumentative Christmas
Yeah.
is a Christmas I want to attend. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Yes.
Especially when there's drinks involved.
Mm-hmm.
Then my family. Hey y'all, hey mom.
Shout out to our fans.
Hey.
Cool.
What about you, Trey?
Okay, my favorite holiday, okay, and this is a little bit controversial. Okay, this is a little bit controversial. So, my fiance and I are Christmas in November people.
Period.
Okay? So, literally the day after Halloween, we get together, we buy a vanilla bean eggnog,
Love that.
okay, and we watch Single All the Way in our pajamas. And it's how we kind of like start everything off. Now it's gonna take us like 8 months to put up the Christmas tree because we're just like busy. But we do always jump in with the Christmas films immediately.
Period.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
we might as well.
Sip.
The tradition.
Tradition.
Come on, Fiddler on the Roof.
Tradition.
Cool. So, here at Theater Squared, as we have mentioned, we have the lovely tradition of doing a Christmas carol for our holiday show each year. So, I wanted to know, how many of you have been in a Christmas carol before?
I understudied last year.
Wow.
Did a Christmas Carol. Understudied librarian.
Okay.
I went on. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Nice. To be a wonder study. Come on.
A wonder study.
That's what I call it when you go on. When you go on, you're a wonder study.
And aren't you doing it again?
I
I'm gonna
like
take
that. I am understudying again this year.
Hey.
Yep.
Period.
Nice.
I stage managed a Christmas Carol in undergrad.
Multi-talented. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you?
I did this, so I haven't done Christmas Carol before, but I did this Christmas show called The Greatest Christmas Show Ever. And it's
Sure.
And I bet it was.
And it probably was.
It was fun. I will say I learned way more Bee Gees music than I had ever in my life. Yeah, you wouldn't think.
Have you not heard of the Bee Gees Jukebox Christmas musical?
Wait, is it real?
No.
I'm like, where can I find it?
It's not. It's not.
You on the stage.
At some point. We'll see. We'll see. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was in the Christmas Carol at the Lyric Rep in Logan, Utah, where this is my second time playing Ghost of Christmas Present. First time I played him, he was a 16-foot puppet.
Yes.
Where we was 4 people on him. I was his staff where he sprinkles.
Okay.
So I handled that arm, and I also was his voice. And so he would come
Wait,
on.
you were the staff that sprinkled? I do want to say, and if you haven't met Brandon, that's a disservice to you. But what I will say is, that's so, that's on brand, right? Because he is, a sprinkle of joy, kind of in just everyone's lives.
Take that in. Take that in.
Christmas present.
Look upon him.
No, but look, it was dope. Things parted, the stage parted. We brought him through. I played Old Joe. I played Marley. And it was an amazing time. It was a wild time. And I will say, this time around, being able to play Christmas present in this skin and in this body, it means something different. At that time, Ghost of Christmas Present was a tall, very buff, white puppet, which is the puppet was already created. But it's something different with this audience, seeing someone who looks like me playing Christmas Present.
Yeah.
And it's a different way of how I attack the character now, because I'm not just voicing him and moving along with 4 other people, but it's me. So, yeah, it's been a challenge, but a really good challenge.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. So I couldn't help but notice that in your introductions, you all were saying, among others, with all of the characters that you were playing. So my question is, what is it like to be in a show where you have so many different characters in your track?
It's a great challenge. Because you want to make sure that each character is their own. You're not playing the same note on each character, and so it's just a fun challenge. And you get to play with different tools in your toolkit to bring these characters to life. And so my Bob Cratchit's very different from the Undertaker in the back half of the show, stuff like that. And so it's just you know, it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like being like, whose line is it anyway? Like, now we're just going to do some rapid character development.
Sure.
And they're only on for like 10, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and it's a blast.
For sure.
I also love how electric backstage feels because you've got people like taking off clothes really fast and doing quick changes and like putting up props, picking up props. So it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just everybody moving.
I wanted to mention something about that. Like, shout out to Ruby Kemp, who designed the costumes, because that adds something too. I think that if we did this black box style, we all wore all black everything and just did different characters, that could still be an amazing show. But it's something that helps us out. I think for me personally as an actor, of like, when I put this on, this is Gentleman. When I put this on, this is the kid in the sledding scene. When I put this on, this is Present. And it's sort of like, if my mind wants to go to Gentleman's lines and Christmas Present time, the costume adds to, no, this is where we are. So it's sort of like putting on the character. And then it's also a nice way to take the character off too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really fun. It's my first time having to do multiple characters in a show. And I think particularly like the pass-through bell changes are the most exciting / hardest ones because I don't leave the stage. It's just like hat comes on, hat comes off.
Oh, wow.
So I think that's, for me, especially still being, a student and like honing craft or whatever, it's really exciting to be able to be on stage and see what that feels like, and then do an off-stage thing where you're changing costume pieces, having multiple husbands in different scenes, and trying to differentiate those characters. I think it's more exciting than it is challenging, even though it is challenging.
Yeah, and you have different husbands?
I have I think 2 husbands and a half.
What's your track called again?
I don't know.
Next time we do it.
Husband, and then
Okay.
Scrooge's engagement. So not actually husband yet, because we all know that is.
Yeah.
Don't be a Scrooge, y'all. Be a Scrooge post act 2.
Yeah.
Come to the show and find out.
Ooh, come on, Flash.
Yeah, so it's really interesting to have to like make those different.
Yeah.
Because it is also, I think it's kind of also like what Brandon said, like being in this body, in this space, like you have a multiracial relationship, you have a black relationship, and it just keeps going like that, and it keeps popping in and out, and like when people see that, you see that and you draw your own opinions about it. So it's like really exciting to present as this character, but like lend myself to that character also.
And also shout out to Joy, our dialect coach. Everybody also, the kids as well, which is really amazing to see. They're changing up their accents as well.
Yeah.
It's like each character everybody's playing, of course Scrooge and Librarian and Boy, but even Librarian, like Courtney, who plays Librarian, when she's playing Mrs. Cratchit, she changes her accent.
Yeah.
So that's also something dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.